All right, welcome everyone. You already chose a goal in step one, Dr. Vance. Nice work. This is about making your goal clear enough to care about. So I know you care about the goal. Not harder, not scarier, just clearer. So under clarity, we're going to build the four sides of your goal. Think about it like a table. A table needs four legs. If one leg's missing, the table's going to wobble and fall over. That's the way a goal works. Strong goals have four sides. Before you start, look at the goal you chose in step one. Don't change it yet. Just keep it in mind. Now, we're going to cover leg one. Leg one is tangible for you, and I gave you a little bit of homework. So tangible for you means something you could feel, touch. If you're, what are your goals is to get a certificate. That's a certificate you can feel and touch. So it's tangible. Ask yourself, what will I be able to do, have, or show if I reach the goal? Examples might be better grades, a finished project, a new skill, a habit I actually kept. So I wanted you for each one of those goals to write down something. Leg two is the intangible for you. When you reach that goal, you're going to ask yourself, or as you project yourself in the future, you're going to ask, how would this make me feel? What kind of person does this help me practice being? Examples are more confident, more focused, calm, proud, disciplined. You don't have to be this person forever. You're just practicing. Okay, so you wrote a few things down for that. And then the third leg is tangible for others. So this goal gets stronger when you think about contributing to others and society. So you're going to ask yourself, what benefits, if I follow through, does somebody else receive? Okay? How does it help them in a real way, in a tangible way? For your family, it could be less worries or more money. Could be my team does better. If you're on a team, my class improves. Someone can count on me. Good. So that's tangible for others. And the fourth leg is intangible for others. This is about impact, not credit, and how they might feel when you achieve your goal. And you're going to say, well, this is tangible. So intangible is something you can't feel, like trust, relief, inspiration, respect, hope. So it's a feeling more than something tangible. So you write a few words about the feelings others get or society gets. Okay, you rewrite your goal clearly after this, and we're almost ready to go. So now I want to cover you as a student, and then we're going to change it up to teachers. We're going to both talk to teachers on how to do this exercise. Something tangible should be stated, like by this certain date, I will complete this item. So I want you to try to put a date on it if you haven't already, or by the end of this date, I will be able to do something. In so many weeks, I will have this done. Okay, so let's get started with leg one, tangible for you. And I asked you, based on your big vision, I asked you to maybe come up with 10. And the reason for that is to expand your world a little bit with what you want in the shorter term. I know you'll get to the long term. I'm rooting for you. I believe in you. Okay, so short term, let's cover leg one. What's tangible for you? Can you give me a list of things that you got on your forms?
You're talking about the 10 goals?
Yeah, 10 goals, tangible for you. Go ahead.
So 10 goals that are tangible would be one, I want to obtain a new adjunct professor position. I need to read at least 2 hours per week. That would be books or articles. I would like to have 24 speaking engagements this year. I need to completely finish writing my mentorship book. I want to start writing a new leadership book. I want to appear on 36 podcasts as a guest. I need at least one planned date with my wife per month. I need to create a better system to have more consistent social media posts. I need to work on getting I created a curriculum for a youth program, so I would like to get that curriculum finalized and put in schools. And I would like to get appointed for a new nonprofit board directorship.
Wow. Okay, let's do 3 of these. I don't know which 3 you are most emotional about, but what I want to do is restate the goal, leg 1 of your goal, and let's put a date on it, and then go right to intangible. When you get to that point, how are you going to feel about it? And then let's go right to tangible for others and then intangible for others. Let's just do 3. Which 3 do you want to start with?
Let's do the goal about the speaking engagements, finishing the book, and developing a better system to do social media, consistently social media posts.
Right. Okay, was the book number 4 on your list?
The book was, well, in terms of the list that I wrote out, it was number 4 on the book.
Okay.
Number 4 and 5, 2 separate books.
Leadership book and mentorship book.
Yes.
Okay, love it. Which one? Okay, so pick one.
I'd say the mentorship book, the one that I've already started, is more the priority to complete.
Okay. What's the date you want to complete it by?
The date I want to complete that by is, I want to have the writing done by March 1st.
Wow, good. So writing done by March 1st. And that's the writing part, not published or anything.
Right. That's just completely the full first draft, completely written by March 1st. And then
good.
I haven't really, I've started the process of looking for publishers, but I figured that as long as it's been taking me to get this completed and I'm so close to the finish line, I just need to have the whole thing written, and then I'll kind of deal with the publishing aspect on the back end.
Great. Okay, let's go through the intangible, leg 2. When you get it done, when you finish your first draft, you've got something there, it's done. How are you going to feel? Give me all sorts of feelings.
Yeah, I am going to feel amazing. I am going to feel very accomplished, as this is something that I've been starting and stopping for, it's been about 3 years of writing. Wow. Starting and stopping for various reasons.
Okay, leg 3, which is tangible for others.
The book is going to be beneficial for people who are not sure where to start with mentorship, because what it's going to do is it's going to talk to, so the book is specifically speaking to Black entrepreneurs in America. And so what the book is really, the goal of the objective of the book is to help people be able to develop mentorship relationships, and the goal is really, the root is helping people recognize what it takes to be a good mentee. And then also there's a component of the book that's talking about how mentorship is a part of leadership, and talking about the best leaders mentor others.
All right, so working from their perspective, what do they get? They get a book out of this, and they also get the knowledge Can you think of anything else that they get
Yeah, they
that's
get the
tangible?
knowledge, and I think that another tangible thing is for them to feel more comfortable approaching people to ask for mentorship. Because I think a lot of times people do not recognize that mentorship really should be a more of a two-way street where it's mutually the mentors benefiting and also the mentees benefiting. So just being able to help people recognize the importance of making a mentorship relationship mutually beneficial.
Nice. Okay, and what's intangible for them? Society. What's intangible for society and others?
Intangible is that they're going to be, I guess I'd say they'd be more equipped to they'd be more prepared to for the for the ups and downs of entrepreneurship, and they would be able to yeah, they'd be more in tune with the ups and downs of entrepreneurship, and then they'd also be more confident in asking people to become a part of their journey, and asking people for knowledge that might benefit them in the long run in terms of minimizing the mistakes that they're making along their entrepreneurial journey.
Right. If they minimize the mistakes, that means they're more effective. If they're
Correct.
more
Yes.
effective, they're going to make more money. That's tangible. So I would put, helping people make more money because they're more
Yeah.
effective.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
actually a good point.
Tangible. Yeah.
More money, and more confident in developing
And the
relationships.
confidence is intangible. You
Yeah,
can't necessarily see it,
that's
but that's
true. You can't necessarily see it. Right. Right.
wonderful. But it's inside. You could tell as soon as they speak. Okay, that one's done. What a great goal with 4 legs. And this is how we get goals to become 8 times more effective. Okay, next one. Let's go to the next one. Which one do you want to choose?
I'll say the speaking engagements.
All right. So you said 24 speaking engagements, and now the question becomes over what span of time, by when to when, because
So
this
that's
is
24 over the course of 2026. So I want to average 2 a month.
right on. So that's a good condition, 2 per month for the rest of the year.
Yes.
Okay, that's your target condition versus a goal. Your target is, condition is every 2 weeks, you get another speaking engagement. Good. All right, what's that going to do for you tangibly? Because we identified this a little different than a goal that you hit once. This is a goal you hit every 2 weeks. That's what you want. So it's called a condition, because you're going to have to do something. We're going to convert this to something you're going to do that's a routine type, format, because you got to hit this over and over again. Okay, 24 in a year. By the end of 2026, which is December, and we're here in the end of January, so you got 11 months. Okay, so you're really looking for a little more than, but you got 2 already. Am I right?
Yes, I have 2 already. Yes.
So 11 more months, 2 more. Way to go. I can see it happening. How are you going to feel when you achieve this by the end of the year?
I'm going to feel, the more I speak in front of audiences, especially different audiences, the more confident I am in what I have, in people needing what I have to offer, and also just recognizing that people want to hear what I have to say. So it really helps me with my makes me more comfortable and validates my purpose.
Okay, I feel validated is what I heard.
Correct.
I feel more comfortable. I'm almost, I hear I'm vindicated in my choice of the craft that you chose. I feel like this is right for everybody. Okay, and I think you're going to be proud that you've done it. You set a goal, you made
Yes.
it happen. Okay, now, what is tangible for others? When you do this, how do others benefit?
Others benefit because I get a chance to be able to open their minds to new concepts in a new way of thinking about leadership. And I get an opportunity to be able to introduce people to the various perspectives of leadership.
Okay, people are going to do all those things, and I think that's going to be intangible. What's tangible? Are you making money
Oh,
when you speak?
tangible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tangible, I would say that as a result of me doing this, people are going to, other people are going to be able to, um, they'll they'll be able to conduct business better as a result of them recognizing what it means to be a real leader.
Nice. If they're able to conduct business better, that's almost intangible unless we put some dollar or some tangible thing to it. So when you go speak, they're going to get this information. Um, what's tangible? Maybe they buy your book. Maybe that's tangible. What else is tangible for them after you speak? What's tangible might be they make more money because of the interaction they have with you. That could be tangible. What about the revenue you make from doing this? Do you bring any money home? Okay,
Yes.
so your family is more secure financially. That could be tangible.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Can you think of anything else that's tangible?
Um, what about the possibility that other people would want to bring me in to speak? What would you say that is? Intangible or tangible?
Oh, I think that builds trust. Intangibly, they have gained trust because of hearing you speak. And what's tangible is that you got another speaking engagement in a company. That's what's tangible. But that's not for them, that's for you.
Right.
Good. So for them, uh, uh, trust is one thing, and what's tangible is they're solving a problem because they see you as part of the solution. That's why they're bringing you in.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, let's do the third one.
Third one. Which one did I say?
Third one for is a system for social media.
Yeah, system for social media. Yeah, third one.
Yeah.
So tangible for me, or in terms of, yeah, I would say intangible. I'll start off with intangible. Intangible for me is that I'd feel accomplished, feel less pressure to have to um, log on to social media on a daily basis to make sure everything's like posted correctly and things of that nature. So it would really take some pressure off of me in terms of I like having things most I like having most of my social media scheduled out on a consistent basis. So it would really help me the times that the moments where I have to plan what I'm going to post, there'd be less preparation time with the more I can schedule out ahead of time. So it really would free up a lot of time for me.
Okay, so I think that's tangible. Freeing up time is tangible. And what's intangible is going to be something like how you feel about
Like
it.
the feeling.
Yeah.
Got you.
So how are
Yeah.
you going to feel? How do you feel about it when you've got all your posts, scheduled out, and you're doing your social media plan and your system is working? How do you feel?
I feel great. I feel relieved actually.
That's really good. Okay, great and relieved. That's awesome. So I think you've nailed those two legs. Now let's talk about your contribution to society and others. What's tangible for others?
What's tangible for others is that people know that I am a person that leadership is my expertise, just based on by the nature of the type of content that's being posted. So they
Mhm.
know that I am really into leadership and helping influence, like basically helping people unlock leadership potential. So
Right.
that's what would be tangible. People know that
Okay.
that's my expertise.
Okay, they're going to know that. That's intangible because we can't see it. So, what we can see, however, is your article. When you post something on social media, what's tangible is everybody could see your post. Everybody receives the message from your post, and that's tangible. They can see it, and hopefully they're doing something with it. With everything they read, they're actually putting some action in place. So that would be tangible. This asset that you're creating for the world, they're able to receive something from it. Intangible. Um, well, that's going to be them knowing about you, but what's in it for them? Where do you think that goes next? If they know that you're in leadership, what's intangible for them? I
What's
think,
intangible for them, I
yeah,
would say, is I aim to challenge the way that they look at themselves as a leader. So hope that's what my I would hope to do through as a result of some of my Facebook or some of my social media posts.
okay, I love it. So let's now just change the perspective. That's what you're doing. Think of a black entrepreneur on the other end, because that's your main audience.
Mhm.
And they see this article. What feeling do they get? I mean, I can imagine because I'm projecting myself as a black person reading your article, and I'm getting a feeling of, I trust this person. You know,
Yes,
I feel energized through this person's article. I'm motivated. Those are the kind of feelings we want to get, right? Can you think
yes,
of any others?
definitely want to motivate and just empower these people.
Beautiful. Okay, that covers it. So where do we go next? I think you did this for all 10 goals, am I right?
Yes.
Okay, now this is not a practice I would put in front of a student unless they're an executive. And I've done it. I just did it the other day. So, and it works really easy because executives kind of know what their goals are, but they don't always build the other three legs to this table. And I'm looking at a goal, and if you want a goal to have legs, well, you better think of it like a table, and you build those legs around it. Okay, I think that's it. That's the exercise. The next step, we're going to meet together next time, and we're going to talk a little bit about how you become your goal and you as a person, how we project you into your goal. And we have a date, and you got to pick a goal for next week. I think you should look at it again. Think of, I'm going to build everything around achieving this meaningful goal by the end of the year, maybe, depends on how far you want to go. Restructure everything and pick one.